A red alert for heavy to very heavy rainfall today and tomorrow has been issued for 20 districts across Tamil Nadu, including Chennai, after a well-marked low-pressure area over the Bay of Bengal intensified into a depression. NDRF teams have been deployed in Nagapattinam and Karaikal following heavy rain today. The Tamil Nadu government has set up 434 siren towers to alert authorities to floods and other emergencies. Authorities are also working with telecom networks to ensure mobile connectivity. 50 cellular phone towers on wheels are ready for use. Greater Chennai Commissioner Gagandeep Singh Bedi told NDTV that the heavy rain between 150 to 200 millimeters is expected over Chennai later today. 53 rescue boats and 507 motors are in place in low-lying areas. He's appealed to people not to go out during rainfall, keep adequate food and water ready, and keep all electronic devices charged for communication.
Well, the forecast continues to say that Chennai and 19 other districts across Tamil Nadu would receive heavy to very heavy rainfall, Rohit. And in Chennai, it's beginning to rain. It's not very heavy, but mild showers now. But authorities say this could be the beginning, and by night, the city could receive very heavy rainfall. Till 8:30 this morning, the city had received only little over 1 centimeter. So that gave a huge respite for the city, especially in low-lying pockets like this, for some waters to recede. But otherwise, many areas have turned dry and it's fine. But in other parts of Tamil Nadu, particularly in Nagapattinam district and in Puducherry's Karaikal, there has been a very heavy rainfall. And according to the Met Office's 8:30 bulletin, they had crossed 20 centimeters. Up to 22 centimeters, and in Chennai, the corporation expects up to 200 millimeters over the next 24 hours. But we come to you from Periyar Nagar, and for many residents here, in a sense, it's a repeat of the 2015 nightmare. We have a few residents whose houses are waterlogged. Water has entered the houses, and after 4 days, Ebi had just got back to his house. And tell us your experience over the last 3 days.
It's really worse. My name is Godwin and I live here for almost 39 years. It's really worse. Every year since 39 years, floods are there. Same plight, 2 weeks. We have to get displaced. We have to get displaced. No food, nothing. We have to live with restoration because the house is flooded. We have to go to the high-rise thing. Now I go to my first floor, which I kept it empty for a while. So, we used to report to the corporation, nothing happens. They will come. It's a knee-jerk reaction. The moment we report, they'll come, they'll do something, they go off. That's all. But every year, the rain comes, the flood comes, and we are displaced.
In fact, this area comes under the Chief Minister's Kolattur constituency, M.K. Stalin's constituency. Now, you have stormwater drains already installed here.
Yeah.
What is wrong? Why doesn't it carry the water?
So basically this place is actually a low-lying area in this whole township, right? And we could see the water has been flowing all the while, and it's been happening for the last 30 years, all the while from the upstream to this place, right? Either the water storm on the upstream is not working properly, is not been constructed properly, or the inflow over here has not been designed properly. This is the only reason. There can't be any other reason, and it's been happening now year after year after year.
So you mean there is a designing issue?
Yeah, it should be definitely a designing issue. See, I'm an engineer on my own, right? And I know pretty well if water is not getting drained on that other side, it has to come over here. And if it doesn't get drained here, it will stay here. So that's what has been happening. And it's been just like this for, say a few days already. And it's been repeating again.
How would you compare the situation with the 2015 floods?
2015 floods is a bit different because the rainflow was much more heavier. And the moment after the first day, the moment it stopped a little bit, the draining has been much more better. It's gone. But now we have seen the rain has not been as heavy like what has happened few days back. And it's been,
Right.
It's just been showering a little bit here. It should have been drained by now. We are just surprised why it is still staying. Look at the house behind, right? The water has gone inside 3 days back, and they just could not come down.
Let's also speak to others here. I mean, these areas were once part of large lakes and water bodies. And construction at that time perhaps was illegal. Is that the reason we have taken over many water bodies and now there is no natural space for this water to flow?
Yeah, definitely that was one of the main reason. And here if you look at this area itself is a low-lying area. And backside of this police station, there used to be 2 ponds. And now, for the past 6 or 7 months, they've just closed the ponds and the construction is happening here. And I believe that is one of the main reason why, there's water stagnation.
Are residents equally guilty for this?
Definitely they should be. But it's not in our hands. So we have to face the consequences.
Right.
So
You have any solution in mind as a youngster?
Yes, it may be.
And what do you think could be a kind of a solution for this in your view?
So like I said, right, first of all, I mean, we have been here for the last 40 years, 39, 40 years, and we have seen close to some 12 to 15 catchment areas around with some lakes. Now, none of those exist. We used to have a lake like what you were saying, just behind there is a small pond, which is completely gone.
Do such encroachments continue now?
Yeah, it does continues, but obviously as a metro we need to cope up with that. But we need to also have a plan, the way how we design for these water problems much more better, the drains that we have. That is the only solution. We cannot actually.
Yeah. See, Sam, we are definitely above sea level. Okay, this area is above sea level, but the only thing is a proper drainage. Topographically, if you take a survey and build a drainage, you can definitely sump out all the water.
Right.
Like I said, let the water drain where it is supposed to be. Let it not flow all the way around.
Right.
It's solved.
Right. So give us solutions, that's the demand by these residents. But the corporation claims that the damage is less this time only because they had proactively cleared all the stormwater drains, desilted the rivers, and that's why the damage, they say, although it's close to the same volume of rain received in 2015, the damage is very, very less, they say. And for problems faced by low-lying areas, they say the stormwater drains can carry only a particular quantity of water, and besides the inherent challenges in low-lying areas, the very heavy rainfall also poses a great challenge, and this takes time.